Hello and welcome to Nintendo Pals, your weekly dive into all things Nintendo, where the show's different every time. Tonight, Micah and I are diving into the world of Lego Super Mario. We will be building Lego Mario sets and talking about the weirdest Nintendo produced show I have ever seen. Micah, are you ready to jump into the episode?
Yep.
Greetings, fellow Nintendo pals. My name is Andros, but you can all find me at Andros1 on all social medias. Andros, the number 1. And I am joined by fellow Nintendo pal, co-host, and all-around awesome guy, Micah.
Yep.
And Micah, I gotta ask, how the heck are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's pretty good to hear. Since we last talked, I learned how to Super Saiyan. I don't know if you could tell.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
A
few days ago, I saw a picture of you online. I'm like, man, is the lighting really weird or something? Or and then the next picture, I was like, nope, that is clearly blonde.
Yeah. I did a thing while on vacation. I got blonde. It was a freak paint accident. AKA, I just bleached my hair. I've never done it before. I've never dyed my hair or done anything with hair coloring, and that. So I'm in this like experimental phase of my life in my 30s.
Yep. Didn't you dye your hair like black once? Like crazy.
Like temporary dye.
Oh yeah.
Which is just like essentially paint that washes out like instantly.
Like the next day. Yeah.
This is permanent. I mean, until my hair grows back in. You can kind of already see the darker roots coming in. But it's interesting. It's weird. It's different. And I kind of like it. Kind of like trying something new. Kind of like trying something different. Just like we do on this awesome show. Because each and every episode, we're in season 6. We think we can't
like
confirm
that.
or deny.
Yeah, I haven't double
We
checked
may
yet.
be in season 6 of this episode
Of
this series.
We should
Nintendo
try
Pals
and make
podcast.
our show as confusing as possible and have
like
seasons per episode.
This is episode 1, part.
We're on season 6,000, episode 300.
But one of the things we're doing in this new season of Nintendo Pals is something different every episode, a theme, a thing we're doing. We're still coming up with a good name for that, but right now we've just been calling it the Pal theme. And this week's Pal theme is Lego Mario, because Micah forgot, I watched a series this week, actually just before recording this, so it's fresh in my mind. A YouTube series that was sponsored by Lego Super Mario, and oh boy, is there a lot to talk about there. But before we jump into that, because that's our Pal topic for today, we have a couple other segments we like to hit up first. But before we hit those segments, Micah, you know what we do here. We do it each and every week. We try to take over the world of Nintendo podcasts, and we do that through 5-star reviews. So if you listening have not yet left us a 5-star review on your podcast listening app of choice, do it. Even if you watch this on YouTube, the few of you that do, jump over and leave us a 5-star review on Apple, Podchaser, Spotify, and Audible. All those places let you leave 5-star reviews. It helps our show get discovered by more people and makes us feel good about ourselves. You know. And if you're watching or haven't checked us out on YouTube, you're missing out on the video version of the podcast, where this week you'll get to see these awesome Lego sets that we're building. And last week we had Smash Bros going the whole episode, and the week before
Did
that,
not distract me at all.
yeah, it was a very interesting episode. Yeah, subscribe to us over on YouTube. That's Nintendo Pals on YouTube. You can find us on all the social media platforms. Micah, what do you say? Icebreaker here. Have you played any games you want to talk about lately? I've been on vacation, so I honestly didn't get a whole lot of time to play anything on Switch.
Yeah, I mean, I just got a little bit back into Enter the Gungeon, which is pretty
Ooh.
nice with our roommate.
Ooh,
So we actually
you're doing the co-op.
The co-op, yeah.
The co-op
Yeah,
that's
that
terrible.
game's so good though.
It is a great game. Yeah, I feel like the co-op could be better, but the game's good.
Yeah, it gets. I mean, it's kind of easier in some ways because there's two of you, but this sharing the screen, if you both split the wrong way, can make things very dangerous.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's still a lot of fun. And I forgot to mention a while ago, but I did manage to get the S rank on every NES championship trial.
Let's go.
The last one being Excite Bike. That was horrible.
Excite Bike. The Excite Bike challenges suck. I'm just bad at them. They don't suck.
Like,
I suck.
Theoretically, I know what I'm supposed to be doing in most of the situations, but it doesn't necessarily seem to help me go faster every time. I feel like sometimes I land good and I'm still really slow, and other times I land not so good and I'm really fast.
Yeah, that's me.
Enough trial and error, I've actually cobbled together fast enough times.
That's awesome. I wanted to pick up, and I still think I will be picking up the Plucky Squire. You heard Midna there, my cat.
Yeah, I did.
You okay, Midna? What's going on? Yeah, but I wanted to pick up Plucky Squire, but since I was out of town, I haven't yet picked that up. And this week Zelda drops, so it's probably going to be a backburnered one that I'm very excited to play. If you're out there listening, and I know we have several people in the community that have picked it up and said it's really good, so I'm excited to hear about it over on our Discord. Let's chat. Let's chat Plucky Squire. But speaking of let's chat Plucky Squire, why don't we jump into the first segment of our show and probably also start our Lego sets? I don't know how long this is going to take to build.
Oh yeah, I mean, I thought mine had like very few pieces, but it does say 107, which feels like a lot for this small box.
107? Mine is double that with 230.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Especially as a lot of these pieces seem kind of big.
Does it say on the box, expand your starter course?
Yep.
The course
Lego
you don't
Mario
have
is not included, which is why he's very slightly faded out.
Dude, I wish I could loan you, because I have. I mean, I'm not 100% sure where they're at the moment, but I have all three electronics. We have my two sons each have a Lego Mario, Luigi, and my daughter has Princess Peach.
Princess Peach. I forgot who the third one was. That makes sense.
I go, who's the third one?
It's like, who's the third one? Bowser?
No, but they do have the big Bowser, and we could have gotten
only like $300
for.
Yeah, could I build that as?
How much was the Bowser one? Muggles Moo? 40.
Not like the really, really big one, isn't there? Like a huge
Bowser? Yeah, like you're talking about the huge Lego. Yeah, that one's expensive.
What would you have done if I showed up with that? I was like, okay, yeah,
you'd be reimbursement for that. I would be like, I hope we got enough to reimburse that. Support us over on patreon.com/Nintendo Pals so you can reimburse Micah's Bowser purchase. But we appreciate it all, any and all support we get over on Patreon. Thank you to everybody who supports us over there. We'll give you a shout out at the end of the episode. But yeah, let's jump in. You've got a bumper for our first segment, which is the Nintendo news.
I think the hardest part might be opening this box.
Muggles Moo is going to set up for me. I didn't plan this very well in advance here.
Supposed to rip out. Oh,
The news.
the opening.
The news has been a happening. Probably biggest thing in the news this week is that Nintendo has sued Pal World.
Oh yeah, but not for copyright. It's like
But for
patent infringement
patent
or something.
infringement. Yeah. Which uh, Pocket Pair, the developers of Pal World, have released an official statement here that says, well, let's look at both here, okay? This is from Nintendo's official website. We have this.
If I remember correctly, it does not really say much.
Yeah. Filing lawsuit for infringement of patent rights against Pocket Pair Inc. Nintendo, together with the Pokemon Company, filed a patent infringement lawsuit in the Tokyo District Court against Pocket Pair Inc. on September 18th of 2024. This is coming almost a year after the game released, right? Game's been out for a while.
It's like still in early access, supposedly, or something.
Yeah, I believe it is still in early access.
I feel like some games should stay in early access forever, though.
Yeah, which
nothing wrong with that, though.
Pocket Pair has a history of doing with other games too. This lawsuit seeks an injunction against infringement and compensation for damages on the ground that Pal World, a game developed and released by the defendant, infringes multiple patent rights. What patent rights? No one knows. Not even Pocket Pair knows, as we'll find in their statement here. Nintendo will continue to take necessary actions against any infringement of its intellectual property rights, including the Nintendo brand itself, to protect the IP it has worked hard to establish over the years. Interesting thing here. So then we have. Do you have it up? Could you read Pocket Pair's statement? It's pretty short. While I get my table out.
Let's see. Regarding the lawsuit.
Yeah.
Yesterday, a lawsuit was filed against our company for patent infringement. We have received notice of this lawsuit and will begin the appropriate legal proceedings and investigations into the claims of patent infringement. At this moment, we are unaware of the specific patents we are accused of infringing upon and have not been notified of such details.
Interesting. Oh, so Nintendo hasn't even told them.
Yeah. Maybe Nintendo doesn't even know.
We'll figure it out later. We just know they did something.
Pocket Pair is a small indie game company based in Tokyo. Our goal as a company has always been to create fun games. We will continue to pursue this goal because we know that our games bring joy to millions of gamers around the world. Pal World was a surprise success this year, both for gamers and for us. We were blown away by the amazing response to the game and have been working hard to make it even better for our fans. We will continue improving Pal World and strive to create a game that our fans can be proud of. And then, it is truly unfortunate that we will be forced to allocate significant time to matters unrelated to game development due to this lawsuit. However, we will do our utmost for our fans and to ensure that indie game developers are not hindered or discouraged from pursuing their creative ideas. We apologize to our fans and supporters for any worry or discomfort that this news has caused. As always, thank you for your continued support of Pal World and Pocket Pair.
Interesting development in the world of Pal's Pocket. What are your thoughts here, Micah? I
don't really have too many thoughts yet because they haven't explained what.
Do you think that
they're infringing upon?
Do you think that'll even be
rumors? Oh, sorry, what were you saying?
Do you think that'll even become public info? I don't even know if it will.
I feel like it has to, right? It seems weird for it to not.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, I don't really know much about patent infringement stuff. I've heard rumors that it's probably related to the Pokeball mechanic, or what do they call it in Power World? Pal Spheres?
Pal Spheres?
The capture mechanic or something, but
they're just like, This is our idea.
Yeah, this is our game mechanic.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok by I don't remember his name, but he does a lot of gaming commentary and like comedy sketches, and he's like he is Nintendo in one, and he's like, we're suing Pal World for patent infringement. And it's like, oh, so like what? Game mechanics and this and that. It's like, oh, so should Ubisoft sue you guys for stealing the tower mechanic for Breath of the Wild from Assassin's Creed?
That's wildly different.
Yeah, that's exactly what
One
this.
involves an eagle.
Yeah, well, that's what he says in the
Does
sketch.
he actually say it
That's
involves an
different.
eagle?
Yeah. No,
Wait,
he does.
really?
No. He
Oh,
just says
just that's different.
that's different.
That's funny.
Anyways, I do think that it's funny and I hope I hope for Pocket Pair here because I can't I as much as like it is like a knockoff Pokemon game, it's not like Pokemon like at all. It's a survival game that has Pokemon in it. And the Pokemon,
Yeah,
I mean, you could be infringing on like design because that's been like pretty scrutinized.
yeah. I feel
But
like
going
some of those
after their
designs,
mechanics just feels petty. Like
it
like
does seem weird, and it's been like so late.
yeah. I mean, legal proceedings take a lot,
Yes.
and they probably wanted to make sure they were extra
Yeah, it
good.
seems real like flimsy because they haven't really explained anything. But I have a feeling they probably know what they're doing and like
Yeah.
have
Well,
grounds.
that's the other thing is like they have a lot more money and resources to stall and ruin Pocket Pair in just like court stuff. And it
Yeah,
just feels
which
kind of like
hopefully that's not what happens.
yeah, it just feels kind of like abusive to them.
Yeah, I was like, if they have grounds to win, that's one thing. But yeah, if they just like stall it out and you have that cause issues for Pocket Pair, not a fan.
Yeah. So I've started on my Lego set here for the audio listeners. And the very first part I am building is Nabbit. That's what it has me build
Oh,
first.
nice.
So
I'm
that's what
making a pink Yoshi. Hopefully correct. I think I might be making it backwards.
well, if we have anything here, we have Nabbit.
Remember when we had that challenge to build Lego things wearing oven mitts?
Yeah.
This is much nicer.
Yeah. What did we build in that time? Did you build
I think mine was like a little piranha plant thing. And
do
I
you still
remember
have it?
like I don't know. It was before I moved. I probably didn't bring it with me.
I
But I
don't
remember
even
like putting in the arms or there was something similar to that was like so hard to do. Because you gotta like push it in until like clicks.
yeah, and you have paper instructions here, but there is an app that you can download that
Oh,
will walk you
fancy.
through things as well.
There's like 700 pages on this. There's like one page for every piece, it seems like. I guess there's only 75 pages for a 107 piece puzzle. Or not puzzle, but
75 pages. Mine has 89. Huh. How is this the same
kind of
amount?
weird.
I have like twice as many pieces. They fit a lot of information on there.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
I think that that's an interesting development. I'm a huge Nintendo fan, but anytime Nintendo goes after people for like legal stuff, unless it's just outright piracy, I usually am cheering for the opposition. Like if they go after someone for music or for all that stuff, I'm like I'd rather all that stuff be uh public domain and for use for people, but it is what it is. Um anywho,
These
what else?
questions are hard.
What else we got going for us in the news?
See, that's a really good question.
Well, we're on Legos. There's been 3 new Animal Crossing Lego sets announced.
We need
The
Animal Crossing Lego sets.
Yep. The Able sisters, Leaf, or Leaf. I don't know how you pronounce his name. The sloth, and Celeste, the owl.
Nice.
Yeah. Lots of Lego. Lots of Lego today.
I did see some Animal Crossing stuff when I was at Walmart. But I decided to definitely go with the Yoshi stuff.
Well, I mean, we're talking about Lego Mario. Lego Animal Crossing. That could be season 2 of Chicken Girls Forever Team. Animal
Chicken
Crossing.
Girls Forever Team.
That is the name of the series that we're going to be talking about. Anything else in the news you wanted to hit up on, talk about?
We got some pre-order bonuses. I don't think we talked about that last week for Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom.
Check out this this Lego brick, like a standard brick, but it has eyes.
Eyes? I was trying to figure out what those were.
It's Nabbit's eyes. Awesome.
But yeah, do you get I think it says a mystery puzzle.
Yeah, I'm pre-ordering
Free mystery collector's puzzle with purchase. Sounds cool, but also imagine it's gonna be real small.
Yeah, I'm debating on where I want to pre-order this from. I don't know if GameStop is doing like a midnight release for this, because that's what I would prefer, I think. I want to play it same day it releases, but
oh yeah,
but I don't want to get it digital because it's a Zelda game, and I like to have physical games still. I haven't swapped over. I'm not in the digital only camp.
Yeah, if they didn't have the game vouchers, which I think both of these are valid for, right? I don't know if I actually checked that.
Brothership?
Yeah, Brothership and Echoes of Wisdom.
I believe so. I believe they're both.
I was like, I'll probably end up doing that.
Yeah, save a little bit of money.
But yeah, but all their pre-order things are pretty cool, so it's kind of sad. Because the Brothership just got their own pre-order bonus, although it's in Canada. But you receive a free slipcover.
Yeah, and those slipcovers seem like it's hit or miss on if we get them in the US. They seem to mostly hit other countries.
Yeah, but they look cool. One like focusing on Mario and the other being Luigi.
Yeah. It is cool.
But not for us.
But not for us.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the other pre-order bonus that I am excited for that's up and coming is the Mario Party Jamboree, Super Mario Party Jamboree.
I've forgotten, but is that keychain or something random?
Well, I want the party bucket or whatever, the party tin.
Oh yeah,
that I expect to be bucket size, but it's actually going to be like this big, yeah, you're right. It's going to be like,
I guarantee it's like a thimble party.
It's like a Monopoly
for one popcorn. Yeah, I assume it will be like an 8-ounce or smaller kind of a thing.
Yeah. But
that one does seem pretty cool.
I can dream and hope that it will be way cooler than that. This is interesting.
I feel like these teeny pieces did not have to be separate. They could have been one piece. Made things easier for me.
It could be the One Piece, Micah.
The One Piece?
The One Piece. One.
You finally started watching One Piece?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
You're waiting for it to finish before you get started.
Yeah. I probably have you watched One Piece? I didn't know you.
No.
I've watched you were talking like you did.
I think I've watched like 40 episodes or something out of like the almost 11 that we have. And I was just like, I tried to get into it, but just didn't really get into it.
Dude, look at this. Look at this little nabbit. That's so cool.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet looking.
Yeah, I'll do a better shot when when the whole set's put together.
Yeah, I've almost finished my pink Yoshi. How does this fit? Seems like that should fit right there. Did I do something wrong?
This is all going to be torn apart by my children, but I can like how it looks for now.
I feel insane. Oh, I see. No, I don't.
Okay, last little bit of news here. Platinum Games acquired the trademark for the Wonderful 101 from Nintendo. Platinum Games is their own entity. They've partnered with Nintendo for a lot of things, but I believe the trademark for, well, obviously the Wonderful 101 trademark was Nintendo, and Nintendo has sold it to them, which could be really good for the series, meaning that Platinum Games wants to do more with it, but Nintendo didn't want that.
Yeah.
So I wonder what this is. It's like it's a square with circles. It's a toad head. And that's what I'm building next.
I don't know if they gave me 2 extra pieces or I just forgot to use them.
Yeah, they do give extra pieces, and it's confusing and concerning.
But there's my little
Yoshi number 1. I actually have the pink Yoshi as part of a different set.
That's pretty cool. Well, by the end of this, I should also have a yellow Yoshi.
Is it just those 2, or does it come with 3? I thought it looked like it had 3.
Just 2, I think. And then a tree. Some apples or something, and an egg.
A Yoshi egg? Now this here, does it have a little like not QR, but like line code thing on its back?
Then mine?
A Yoshi? Yeah.
I don't see anything. It's got a... Oh, there's a piece. Yeah. That I'm starting to build next. Something kind of like that.
That's how you interact with the Lego Mario set stuff. Scans it and it's like, oh, it's Nabbit. All right. I am now looking for some shoes. Micah.
Yes.
That's it for news, but we actually have a lot to talk about with rumors. So what if we jump out of the realm of news and into the realm of the rumor mill? All right, rumor mill. This little piece. I wish I could show these better, but my camera doesn't autofocus. But it's Toad's chest.
Toad's chest does have one hair on it?
No, it's just like a little yellow vest because this is yellow Toad specifically, and he has an ice cream cone.
Oh wow!
I don't remember that being a thing in the games, but
I wish I had an ice cream cone.
All right, so we got leaks.
A weird piece.
We got leaks.
The good kind or the bad kind?
The kind that show us what the Switch looks like.
Ah, those leaks.
Did you see those leaks?
Assuming they're the leaks, I think they are.
I haven't looked at these yet.
Oh wait, as of today?
No, this was posted in the chat like 5 days ago.
Oh yeah, the Factory 2 prototypes have leaked on a Chinese website.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw those a bit ago. I seem to remember there being they not necessarily being too accurate.
There's a bunch of CAD renders, which were probably mock-ups, but there's 2 photos that depict actual hardware. And those are probably real. And you can see the Joy-Cons and how they look from the side which are interesting. It's like just the casing because you can see the joystick and buttons aren't in it. I'm
Oh
trying to
yeah, look at
find.
that. I didn't even notice.
I'm trying to find the not CAD data photo, and I am struggling to find it.
A second from the bottom, but it looks like just the same picture as the one up top. Assuming we're looking at the same thing.
There isn't there one of like the full Switch too?
I thought I seen
Oh,
in the middle.
that's the very bottom CAD data. And so, what do you think?
I mean, doesn't really show much.
I think it looks like a
Even if it
Switch.
is, like even if it is accurate, like it doesn't really explain anything. It just looks essentially like another Switch, I guess.
Well, here's some things we can glean from what we're seeing here is that the button layout looks pretty much the same as
Oh yeah,
current. It looks like the Joy-Cons are the same size, which is to say they're not very big. Maybe they're bigger, but it looks like they're about the same size. And it kind of looks like the bumper is raised up so that you don't need to have like one of those sliding bumpers potentially.
oh yeah, they're definitely a little bigger. I don't know if they probably still have some sort of sliding bumper, I'd think, but oops, I accidentally closed it.
And you can see that they have
Yeah.
a little bit
because
of like,
before they were just absolutely teeny.
well, they have a little bit
Like
of
little heads.
a grip trigger on them. Do you see that? Looking at the real picture at the top.
At the very top.
Yeah. It's like kind of curved. And that looks like the buttons aren't in it. We can see that
Oh, I see.
the
What
buttons are not in it. So I believe that's like a back trigger, which be interesting. Could be interesting. But this is pretty big to see this. I'm assuming pretty early, but it also could mean that we're pretty close to them announcing the new hardware. And it looks to be pretty similar to the current form factor. Like they're not gonna be changing up too
Nothing
much.
crazy.
Yeah. How you feel about that? Feel about okay.
I like the Switch system.
Me too.
So I kind of like that they'd be staying with a handheld and non-handheld dockable.
Yeah. I think I'm in the same boat. It's like as much as I want to see something new and different,
Like new and yeah.
I'm also for just an improved version of what we have. That's I think what a lot of people want, and I think Nintendo is trying something different here. They hardly ever.
Yeah, trying something different by doing the same.
Well, yeah, they hardly ever iterate on their home console to make like the next generation like the same. You know,
Yeah.
everything's always been kind of drastically different, except for the Nintendo
The
to Super
DS.
Nintendo. Yeah, and all the handhelds. The handhelds have been much more iterative. Uh, finding all these pieces is turning out to be kind of a pain. Kind of a pain. So I'm here for it. I'm hopeful that it's an OLED screen. I feel like
yeah, that would be nice.
if
You don't
we
want to go back
no, why would we go backwards? That's so weird.
for cost reasons.
For cost reasons. I'll pay more. But I just don't want to wait like 3 years for the
But
OLED
yeah, they're
version.
like, hey, here's the regular version, but if you wait 3 years, we will release an OLED. I don't think they would say that.
This was interesting how I built the toad. Oh, his head came off.
You broke the toad. Sounds like
Underneath Toad's head is a mechanical hinge to make his toad hat sit.
like wobble.
Yeah. It doesn't
That's
wobble, but it kind of like
crazy.
sits at just a
It's like
slight
oh,
angle.
it's an egg. I see. I thought it was like movable.
Oh,
That
but
is funny.
I have Toad. He's done. Oh no, I need to get his ice cream.
Oh yeah. Can't leave out his ice cream.
Ice cream. There it is. And there's like tons of scoops of ice cream I can do. But they
Really
can't
just
stack
hang
on
on
top
like
of
that?
each other. Oh my gosh.
That's so weird.
Okay. All right. So
Might as
what
well
else we
just
got?
put
What
this
else we got
last
in
little
rumors?
flower.
What else we got in rumors, Micah?
It's a good question.
Hit us with them rumor mill.
I'll never tell.
I will keep the leaks to myself.
Yeah, it's a secret.
To everybody?
Let's see. Apparently, there's a rumor that Nintendo may be looking to add the SNES mouse support to Switch.
Heck yeah. I'm all
To
for that.
Switch Online.
Yeah, which what does that mean? I mean, most likely that means we get Mario Paint to NES Online, but like would they sell a peripheral? How would you
Yeah, seriously. Like, how many people? Like, I guess they'd probably have some other method of making it work without having to use
just
a
like
peripheral.
what if you just use the touch screen? That would be
Sounds dumb.
that would be so cool. You could do some cool stuff
That
with
would kind of make sense. Not
I
to brag,
like
but I am 2/3 done.
oh nice. I don't know how far I am. On page 27. Oh, he's got a tree. He's in the tree. But yeah, this is exciting stuff. Exciting stuff, I'd say. I love Mario Paint. I think it's a fun game. It's got a bunch of those mini games in it. Like the fly game, that one's really fun. The music maker is really fun. You know the fly swatter game, Micah? You remember that one?
Oh yeah,
That's a
we
great
got it
game.
in Smash Bros.
That's a great game. Speaking of, while I was on vacation, we were visiting my in-laws, and my mother-in-law has a lot of cats. She likes cats, and one of the cats liked to play this game on the phone. That was basically that game. There are like flies that come on the screen, and if you touch it, they're like wah, and they get squished.
Game for the cat.
Yeah, the cat was like up there poking at it. It's like it's designed for cats. It's way too easy for people. Although my son enjoyed it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
What?
Kind of a fun idea for cats. Sweet.
Oh, oops.
And then we've got Pyoro. How do you say that name?
Yeah, I prefer just not ever try to say it.
Pyoro
Pioro.
has made a little bit of a comeback. On Twitter, he changed his name and profile pic and posted a couple things. Supposedly, he had been shut down. Pyro, the account had been shut down because he had a inside source at Nintendo, but no longer has that inside source. And we covered this in a previous episode of Nintendo Pals. Where like there were speculation on how and why, but nothing's confirmed because it's all
Rumors.
they're all anonymous. Yeah. That's exciting. I really liked the meme that Preston posted. We let him live under one condition: he can never leak a game again. That's pretty funny. Pretty funny. And then lastly, but probably not leastly, we have rumors that a new Nintendo device has been filed for that is not the Switch 2, and people are speculating that it is. It's a new device filed with the FCC, and people are speculating that it's some sort of peripheral.
Yeah, listed as a wireless device, not a game console or controller. Has no battery and can only be plugged in via USB-C. And then has some Wi-Fi stuff and sensors.
It's not a controller?
Yeah, and it has no battery. It has to be plugged in using USB-C.
Are we getting? Is Rob the robot coming back? What's going on here? What's going on? What is?
Let's
What
see
could
what I
that?
can discern from this diagram image. This is literally a square with a bunch of numbers on it. Have you opened up this diagram?
I haven't looked at it. No.
It's literally a square that just seems to have this incredibly long serial number.
Nice. Let's see it.
I think it says diagram image.
Oh, there it is. That just says bottom side.
Yeah, it's the bottom, and it's just.
What about the rest?
Where's
the wait? What about the rest? Not more. What?
Yeah, so that doesn't really. I don't know how these people figured out that it has no battery or anything, or that it has a 2.4 Wi-Fi and 24 gigahertz wave sensor. I have no idea. Maybe some of this paper stuff actually explains that, but I don't want to read all that.
Well, one of the top comments on the Reddit post says, "Is this the camera add-on that the one person mentioned in their video?" So maybe there's a camera add-on, which why not just build that into the system?
Yeah, that seems like something you just build in. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, unless they want to make the camera like pretty nice, should be kind of difficult to put in. But yeah, I don't know.
More people seem to be crowding around that it's probably something like that, some sort of add-on type thing. See, I was automatically thinking like, oh, it has to be a controller, right? Like, and my before you read that out, I was like, this has to be the Ring Fit 2.0, right? Because their fitness games always, the Nintendo first party fitness game always sells like buco bucks, and it's always sold with a peripheral. Think about the Wii balance board and Wii Fit, and how many Wii Fit boards they sold. And I mean, you can go back to like the GameCube and like DDR mats with the Mario Dance Dance Revolution. They sold a lot.
I do wonder how good that game sold.
I feel like it probably sold decently, but it was also on the GameCube, which isn't
the console didn't
top,
sell that well.
Yeah, they're not their top selling system. But yeah, that's interesting.
Once again, another thing that doesn't really say anything.
Yeah.
But it is fun to think about.
I am missing a piece.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
I think
I almost broke a finger. Did it even make sense what I did? I'm just like cruising now.
You're in the zone.
Oh yeah, I've reached my Lego Mario Zen.
Well, good.
To be fair, I am making my second Yoshi, so I kind of already know how to do it.
That means you are ready for this week's secret segment. Do we have a bumper for that? Throw one on there. Throw
Yeah,
some
we
random
do.
thing on there. It's time for Suggest a Segment, and this week's Suggest a Segment comes from Fedorable Will. This is I'm just going to call it the surprise segment because neither of us know what we're going to be talking about here. This is submitted anonymously. Anonymously? No, we know who submitted it. We just don't know
Yeah,
what
that's the way to take it.
it's submitted with spoiler tags. So now we are unspoilering it, and this week we are talking games that didn't/don't need to be on Switch. That's
Ocarina of
interesting.
Time.
My very first thought is Mario Strikers. It's my very first thought because I just didn't enjoy it. Uh, but maybe I just wanted it. I think it should be on Switch, just better.
It could have been more.
It could have been, yeah, it could have been better executed, I think. Um, gosh, this thing is the part in a Lego set where like the stage in a Lego set where you're like, this looks like nothing. I can't even remotely tell what this is. This is just a bunch of- when you get into these like bigger, more complex builds, you've like built this like thing. You spent like 30 minutes on it, and you're like, what? This doesn't look like anything. And then it all kind of comes together. That's what I'm experiencing right now.
So for this, like games that don't need to be on Switch, is this games that are on Switch that don't need to be, or games that just don't need to be ported or put on?
Well, he's got both here. So games that didn't/don't need to be on Switch.
Oh, during the session. Oh, okay.
So games that don't need to be on Switch.
Ocarina of Time doesn't need to be on Switch. Doesn't need to be anywhere ever again.
Why? What? Just because you don't like Ocarina of Time?
Yes.
I feel like
That's
the
exactly
Switch
it.
has become the machine where you can play like every game from these like long-standing series like Zelda and Mario. Like every Zelda game is available on Nintendo Switch except for Skyward Sword, Wind Waker. Not Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. Which still just baffles me.
It's
Like,
pretty
why
good.
not? Like literally every game.
In 5 years, they'll add it to Switch, and you can finally be up.
after they've put out the next system.
Yeah.
Did you think they're saving it to be like a next system launch thing? That would be
This feels weird.
that'd be lame. But also, if it's backwards compatible, I guess I don't care that much.
Fair enough.
Okay, I'm starting to think that I
What is
actually
this?
need to open up the other bag.
Oh, this is actually a basket. That's kind of cool.
Because I'm missing pieces, multiples of pieces.
Aren't your bags like labeled?
They are, but I'm missing like what I would consider to be kind of crucial pieces here. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'll leave those to the side for right now. What games do you have? Other games do you have that don't need to be on Switch? Didn't need to come to Switch.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like the more the merrier. Like, why not have a game on Switch?
Well, because it's bad. I think that's a reason. Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, one.
Mortal Kombat 1.
You know, good point. That probably didn't need to be on Switch, but I mean, I'm sure there's someone that enjoyed it, so why not? Let them enjoy it.
I
It just
can't
needed to be
fathom.
done better.
Yeah, I can't fathom someone enjoying that on Switch. It's like what other games there's like, okay, this is on Switch, but if we I'm thinking first party, right? What games do we not need on the Nintendo Switch? I want to say Pokemon. Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
But I'm sure someone enjoyed it. Let
But
them
yeah,
enjoy it.
I think that was like a good intro to the series for people, especially for kids that haven't played before. Are there any games? I don't feel like I have any like
I feel like there's not any that I'm like shouldn't have happened.
But how about any that shouldn't happen?
Twilight Princess.
Just cause, just cause.
Just because I think I made a prediction that it wouldn't, so I could use that as my reasoning.
Fortnite. It's not
No,
done well.
they just need to fix it. It used to run well,
It
at
used to
least
run
well
decently.
enough.
Yeah.
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 But now it's like last time. I mean, it's been a long time since I played, but last time it's like consistently dropping to single digit frames.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's pretty rough. But anywho, I think that was a good go at that segment. It's funny because I feel like I can't really think of too many. Mario Strikers is probably the one that I would say, like, off rip, I'm like, yeah, I don't know if that needed to come. Everything else I've been happy with. Is there any other like unnecessary games? Like, no,
Yeah,
no,
I can think of.
everything's been pretty good. Everything's been pretty good.
And even if,
Thank you.
what about Funko Pop?
Yeah, no, that shouldn't come. That just shouldn't exist, though. I don't know. Coming to Switch is the problem. I just hate Funko Pops.
Yeah, see, that's harsh. I'm sure there are a bunch of people that are going to enjoy that game. So I'm happy for them.
I'm not. I think those people are wrong. They don't deserve happiness.
That's one way to look at it.
I'm taking the Micah Scorched Earth approach, like you do for Ocarina of Time.
When am I ever like that?
For Ocarina of Time specifically. It's
That
kind
doesn't
of
sound
it's
like
kind of
me.
it's kind of similar in that it's Funko Pops are a really popular thing to most people, and I just can't stand it. So I kind of understand where you're coming from a little bit more now with Ocarina of Time. It's like an empathizing moment for me.
Well, yeah, I'm glad you've managed to put yourself in the shoes of another.
Yeah. You're still wrong, but and maybe I'm wrong.
Am I?
About the
Am I
Funko
wrong?
Pops. Maybe I'm wrong about the Funko.
Maybe, but I'm not. But you definitely are wrong about the Funko Pop.
You definitely are.
At least the game.
That's great. Thank you for suggesting this week's surprise segment, Fedorable Will. It gonna you know what? I'm gonna go with he suggested two, so I'm gonna jump over here to this next one because I revealed it. I wasn't sure if it was involved in
Yeah,
the
I
same
instantly also
answer.
revealed it too.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good that we're gonna talk about it now. This next segment, we get a double segment today. Should traditional shooters come on to the Switch? Were games that had to go cloud only worth having on the Switch? What defines a game that is fitting for the platform? Oh, this goes well.
These questions go well with each other, yeah.
Yeah. So this kind of all falls in line with what he was talking about previously. Oh, I thought that was a different piece. These two pieces next to each other looked like a single piece. They were not. What are your thoughts here, Michael?
Traditional shoes come onto the Switch? Yes. Were games that had to go cloud only worth having on Switch? Yes. What defines
No.
a game that is
No, no,
fitting for
no.
the platform? All of them. Unless they're like real
Unless it
bad.
has to go to cloud.
Real bad in a not gameplay sense, but just the theory of that game being bad.
Yeah. I think I'm
Like if it's a game
staunchly.
about running around punching children in the face, as an example, that shouldn't be a game on any system.
That sounds exactly like a game you and I would download to play for fun.
Punching
I'm just
children
saying.
in the face?
Yeah, like
Are
that's
you
the
also
whole
a child in the game? Because that might be a loophole.
Oh my goodness. I mean, it's like not something you do in real life, but same with like shooting people. Like,
You don't
just
know my life.
you're not doing that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Oh my goodness.
Not that I have, but maybe I would.
No, no, don't, nope, nope. I don't want this
If
show
someone
to get
broke into my
taken off.
house,
This is the last episode of Nintendo Pals, everybody. It's been an
are you
honor.
saying you wouldn't shoot someone if they broke into your house and were going to
It's
murder
been
your
an
family?
honor being on here, but the internet will soon take us down. Um, I think traditional shooters should come to Switch. What are we talking about here? Are we talking like Halo, Call of Duty?
Like Call of Duty? That's what I imagined.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Um, should they be the newest ones of those? I don't think the Switch would run them, but I could see like the Halo
Ooh,
Master
but they got Doom
Collection.
and Doom Eternal on Switch
Yeah,
running pretty
and
good. So
those worked fine. So yeah, sure. But if the game has to go cloud, then I'm out because I hate Final Fantasy VII. You could call me Sephiroth because I hate cloud. That's dumb. Uh, I do think that cloud gaming is a huge miss and should not be made a thing until internet
some people might
stability.
like it.
Yeah, but if that's the only way that you can play a game, I think you scrap it. Yeah, nope.
See, if that wasn't the only way to play a game and they did it, then that would be lame, kind of. But I mean, obviously they should
I just
do
think
it not
cloud
cloud.
versions of games should just not be a thing because you automatically alienate like uh, I'll just be generous here and say half of the potential audience that would buy that game due to bad internet or not being able to stream the game because internet is not at the speed to in the United States alone, it is not to the speed everywhere that would support cloud gaming, right? Uh, and so you like automatically alienate a whole bunch of people. And then half of the time it was done, it was for games that definitely couldn't run on Switch without major modifications, right? And then the
Mhm.
other half was when your company was too freaking lazy to port it to the system. I'm looking at you, Kingdom Hearts, Square Enix. Those games were PlayStation 1 games, PlayStation 2, Nintendo Game Boy, DS games.
Are you telling me you think the Nintendo Game Boy could have ran Kingdom Hearts on PlayStation?
Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories is a Game Boy Advance title.
Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, no, not the Game Boy, I guess. You're right. You're right. You're right on that one. They didn't have a Game Boy title. Oh my gosh. I'm just saying that a fair chunk I understand cloud versions for Kingdom Hearts 3. I understand
Yeah.
it. I don't like it because I'm anti-cloud in all capacity for gaming. Um but but the rest of the series totally could have run on Switch. It's just baffling that they didn't do that and I don't know how well that sold. I'm assuming it flopped big time for Switch sales, anyways. Yeah, yeah, that's how I feel about that. What else did we have on here? What defines a game as fitting for the platform? You said every game.
Yeah, pretty much. And the more the merrier. Someone will enjoy that game.
Yeah. But I think there is like a certain type of game you're like, that's a Switch game. Right? Like we've
Like if a game's good.
yeah, we've done it for games we've played off Nintendo platforms, or when we've watched like directs from other like the Cozy Direct or these things. We're like, yeah, that's Switch. I think most indie titles, like the Switch is the indie machine. I would prefer to play an indie game on my Switch as opposed to anywhere else. And I don't know why that is. That's just kind of how it is. Yeah.
I mean, it kind of depends on the indie game, but especially a lot of like cozy games, you don't really need the full screen. So it can just be like really convenient to just play it handheld.
So true. Where is this piece that I
Still building your Lego stuff, huh?
Yeah.
And here I was thinking you'd be really good at it or something.
Oh, definitely not. I hate Legos, man. Not I hate Legos. I think they're cool looking, but I don't enjoy building things.
Huh.
Isn't that weird?
That is kind of weird.
I liked yeah, I liked Legos as a kid, but I just don't have the patience for it now.
I feel like I didn't really like Legos that much as a kid.
And now you're like,
Still not a huge fan of them.
Oh, okay.
But they're not bad in short little bursts.
These little tiny Lego sets.
Yeah.
What we need to do is me and you need to, for an episode, like buy one of the huge ones, and we have to do it together.
Next time we're both in the same state.
Yeah. We get the like mega, the $300.
Bowser?
No, the Deku tree.
Oh yeah, but that one's not even that big.
No, it's not. It's just so expensive. I hope they make a Hyrule Castle one.
That'd be like $1,000.
But speaking of, we have a question that we posed to the audience. So it's time for Last Week We Asked You. All right. Last week we asked you, what Lego set would you like to see Nintendo do next? What game and what would the set look like? Micah, hit us with our first one here.
Answer given by Josiah P. I'd like to see a Lego rendition of Star Fox. That's one of the top tier options in my opinion. And heck yeah.
That would actually be really cool. Like a Lego R-Wing.
Yeah, it would be like the channel the Star Wars fans a little bit.
I dig it. What is this? What am I making here? What is happening here? This is just looking like they're just like throwing little pieces and things onto this, and they're like, "Look, is this his house? Oh, this is the shop, and the shop has a lever inside it. I don't know what that's for, but okay, all right." What Star Fox set would you want?
I mean, it's got to be the R-Wing and then Corneria.
Oh, like a course you can fly it through, dude. And if it had electronics like the Mario Legos do, where it could like scan things and stuff, that'd be so cool.
That would be cool.
Oh man, that would actually be really neat. I like it. I was thinking like, did you already say the Great Fox?
The Great Fox, yeah.
Yeah, the big ship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
you
are like
feel
like a Landmaster, I guess, but that's not quite as iconic and whatnot.
yeah.
I
If
mean, something from Star Fox Adventures, get some dinosaurs and stuff. Dinosaurs are cool.
Lego dinosaurs are always cool. All right, good answer from Josiah. Next one comes from Fedorable Will. Says, I want a full-sized Master Sword so that instead of either overpaying for a sword replica or overpaying for a Lego set, I can overpay for both at the same time. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. I still think it's
like
funny.
it.
I still think it's funny that sound bite is trending on TikTok, and Micah and I have done that together for years. Like, yeah, yeah. But yes, that's a good strat.
Two for
I
the
think
price of one. Actually,
I
it's probably more like two for the price of 3.5 or something, for being honest.
so true. I think more what I would want a full size Master Sword out of Legos would be kind of boring looking, but the Hylian shield, full
True.
size Hylian shield out of Legos
Plus,
would
it'd
be
probably be a little more sturdy. Like the sword as just a big long stick might fall
just the big
apart.
long stick. Yeah, good descriptor of a sword. I like it.
Yeah. What else is it?
it's, it's a sharp stick.
That's right, it is.
That's all it's ever been. I like it. I like it, and I agree. I want that. I want the Hylian shield and sword out of Legos. I think one in like a pedestal would be cool. It's like
Oh
sword
yeah,
in a
because it'd be
pedestal.
sturdier and
Yeah.
whatnot. Especially if you could, well, although if you could pull it out too. Pedestal's real big.
What's our next one?
Octorock says, not that I'd be able to afford any of them. Same.
Yeah.
But it would be incredible to get a large scale Hyrule Castle set, complete with a big guardian and maybe a Sheikah Tower. And large scale Divine Beast sets would also be pretty amazing.
Oh,
And I mean, they'd be like, you got to collect them all. Like,
Octorock's
it's just
cooking on
a
this one.
money printing scheme right there.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. It's like each divine beast. Oh man. Oh man, that's actually really cool. I really want
The
that.
Divine Beast, yeah, I was like, Hyrule Castle, that's cool and all. But I feel like the Divine Beast would be more unique looking compared to like a castle per se.
Yeah. We
If
have
they got some of that like Wind Waker stained glass thrown in there somehow, that would be pretty cool.
that would be super cool. Actually. Yeah. That's why I think like a Hyrule Castle would be neat.
Yeah, how like easy that would be to do with kind of like plastic. You kind of get a glass-like effect and have a little light, but I probably want to look very good.
I feel like I've done something wrong here. I did do something wrong. I was missing one piece. The one piece. The One Piece, Luffy. It was here all along. It was the friends we
Oh,
made
yeah, the
along the
One
way.
Piece was the friends.
Dude, if that's how it ends, that's going to be
I mean,
pretty
it's been
funny.
1,100 episodes. I feel like no matter how insane it is, it's going to be anticlimactic. Like, you can't build up for 1,100 episodes and then meet expectations, right? like crazy.
I agree. I think you're right. Okay, is it my turn to read the next one?
Yep.
The next answer. And the
By
next
Maddie Beth.
answer is by Maddie Beth. I would like to see a Hyrule Castle set, maybe from Twilight Princess. A new series Nintendo could be Splatoon, which they could make a set of Splatsville or Inkopolis. Yeah, a Splatoon Lego set I feel like would be really colorful and bright. It's
Especially if you just have like ink splotches that like you can move and put where you want.
Yeah, that's cool.
I feel like that would be kind of cool because you could just make it your own.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Solid plan there for that one. What what other series could they do that would
Oh, I'm a little sad no one said the best one of all.
Metroid? Metroid?
Metroid. Yeah.
That would be a cool. You could get a cool like Ridley, a cool like Samus's ship.
We could be $300 Ridley Legos.
Yeah.
But the ship would be cool.
This is so cool. It says shop.
Nice. It looks like
it's a blurry
half of a Pokeball from over here.
Yeah.
The top half.
Yeah. I promise I'll finish this before we finish the episode.
You might have to slow it down if you're going to do that. Oh. Our
last answer, yeah.
Given by Spider Shane, a classic Zelda 2D dungeon in Lego form, complete with a bombable wall, treasure, and boss.
Actually, really solid and good
cool.
idea. Like, or just like a map of Hyrule out of Legos. It's like slightly 3D.
Kind of just like a puzzle.
Yeah, that would be cool.
They should have because they have like 3D puzzles. They could just do a 3D puzzle map of Hyrule. That would be cool. And those are kind of Lego. Yeah, I do like the bombable wall, especially. The pieces don't really like stick together, but you just kind of stack them.
Look at my little toad house that I've got. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Thank you to everybody who submitted answers. I liked them. I'm providing such good commentary as I'm trying to put something together. So with that was our last week question. Ooh, look at that. That's complete set. The egg is cool.
Yeah, I do like the egg. Although I feel like if I rotate this, the other side of the egg's a little cooler. I can feel everything flexing and about to explode.
Next week, our plan is to talk about weird Nintendo accessories. So, for next week's question, we are going to ask you, what's the weirdest Nintendo accessory that you know of or that potentially you own? And this can be a game console peripheral, a special edition of a game console, but Nintendo's done a lot of weird side accessory things. And so like we had there were rumors of the like vitality sensor for the Wii.
Oh yeah.
You had the Wii Speak.
I'm still waiting for that.
The Wii Speak. They've done pedometers, they've done fitness wheels. And then I mean the Wii just had a whole bunch of attachments that you could buy.
All of the attachments you could imagine.
There's some odd ones out there, and we'll be curious to hear y'all's thoughts. What is the weirdest, in your opinion, the weirdest Nintendo accessory ever made? And we'll react to those answers next week as we give our list of our top favorites. Micah, with that, I think we can move to the last segment of our show. I'm not missing a segment, right? I think so.
Probably not.
It's time for the PAL topic. Topic is not sponsored by Nintendo Lego, but the show we're talking about was sponsored by
What do you think the odds of it getting a second season are?
I'm unfortunately gonna have to say a 0, but there is another season post the spinoff of Chicken Girls, the main series, with that cast. It has the same peoples in it. Um, so Micah, what do you know about this show? Give me uh your rundown based off of the trailer you've watched.
I mean, there are some chicken girls, and they make Lego Mario courses in competitions to earn the most points.
Um, they are not literally chicken girls. Uh, they
But they
are in
should
fact
be.
they are in fact a like junior varsity dance team,
Mm.
but that is not displayed in this show in this series. Forever Team. Okay, Chicken Girls Forever Team is its own spin-off series from Chicken Girls, the main series. And this is all made by Brat TV, brat.tv on YouTube. So if you want to check it out, there it's all up there and available on YouTube. You can't see this, but this is just a piece that has just a number on it. S-CU 6000. What the heck is that?
S-CU-6000.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a serial number.
For what? And why is it on a Lego piece? What's happening?
It'll all make sense eventually. Is it a
Uh
license plate? They got a car.
so yeah, so the premise of this show is that this girl this girl that is one of the chicken girls from the main series has moved to a new school, starting high school. Okay? Going to a different school. And she's approached by some friends that she had previously. She moved away and has moved back. Okay? There's a lot to follow in the first episode. It introduces all these characters, like I should know who they are, and I'm like, I'm not who any of these people are. Uh, and I kid you not, this is the dialogue. This is the dialogue that they go up like, "Hey Simone, do you remember us? We went to kindergarten. We had kindergarten together, second grade, third grade, fourth, fifth,
What about
but
first?
not first."
Mm.
Literally, she says that. And Simone goes, "Yeah, of course, we were friends. That was great." She's like, "Yeah, until you
We
left us."
we were friends.
Yeah, until you left us. And the girl has like instantly as like we're old news, huh? And she's with a guy there who I don't know his relation to her, just a friend, I guess. But he's like old news. I don't remember this at all. Like we could all be friends. Like let's just. And she's like, "Yeah,
Well,
let me."
I'm pretty confident that fourth grader had a lot to do with the decision to move away. So I understand why her old news friends are upset.
Um, so they're like, "Hey, can we show you something?" And she's like, "Sure." And they're like, "We're really into Lego Mario." No, it's they never say Lego Mario. They say Lego Super Mario. They give the full title every single time. The regular. Um,
Super Mario.
and I
Yeah.
swear they crammed in as many names of sets as possible. They're like, oh man, what is even the name of it? Nabbit at Toad's shop. They're like, we could put the Nabbit at Toad's shop over here, or they
What
could
about Yoshi's Excellent Forest?
Yoshi's Excellent Forest, or Baby Bowser's Big Surprise Switch. If we put it over here. And so they're talking about how like they're super into it, and then it cuts to this guy and he's showing off a course in like a TikTok, and he's taking a video of himself and he's like 250 coins, best course yet. And he
And you
takes
just make it
he
extra
takes
long.
2 takes of that to show that he's a real influencer. Like 250 coins. Best course yet. This is the level of writing that this series gets. is this hard hitting stuff? This is a high school drama. Okay, so there's like dating problems and all these things, but the main premise of the show is that they are entering into a Lego Super Mario competition, and you need teams of 2 or more. And the girl invites Simone, the main character, the girl that was like, "We're old news, you abandoned us," invites her to join their team, and she's like, I don't know. I've never played before." And I'm like, "Eh," you know? And so then the girl's thinking about it after, and she's like, maybe I should." So she goes and gets her friend and makes another team, and they enter the competition. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, does it? Like, why not just go and join the team you're invited to be on?
No wonder her old news friends hate her.
Yeah,
She's
well,
a terrible person.
the old news friends are the duo. It's the guy and girl, and learn in the last episode that their team name is Team Toad. Great team name. Great team name. Uh, and he's the one that introduces her to it. He comes to her. He comes to Simone's house. He's like, "I'm really sorry about the way." I don't even remember the other girl's name. "I'm really sorry about the way Sally treated you." And she's like, Yeah, I was a bad friend. I didn't realize that I had hurt her feelings."
Hmm.
She's like, "I really wish I could make it up to her." He's like, "I was thinking the same thing."
Make another team and compete against
No,
her.
no, no. This is what he says. He's like, "I was thinking the same thing. And I have a solution. This is Princess Peach. And you and her are going to have a lot of talking." It's like,
You are gonna have a lot of talking.
that's the line.
I refuse to believe that that is the full line. We're gonna have a lot of talking.
A lot of talking together. A lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. You
Okay,
and her
see,
are gonna
that's
have a
not
lot to talk
as
about.
bad.
That's fine.
That's
Yeah,
still kind of
it's
bad, but
still bad. And then it cut. That's the end of episode 1. All right. So episode 1, we introduce our main characters, and they're Simone, and then she has a couple of friends. There is the Blockbusters, I think was their name. And they're like the big shot team, and it's
mm,
a guy named Eggy. His nickname is Eggy, and his cousin Isaiah. I think his name is Isaiah, and I remember that because Isaiah got screwed over in this show, man. Okay. Okay, so here's the cast of characters. I'm gonna break it down for you. Everybody needs to go watch this. It's only about 20 minutes altogether for 4 episodes. And just the cringe level is so strong. So if you can't handle that, then I don't recommend it. But if you want a good laugh, I can heartily recommend it. Uh, so we have Simone, main character girl, and she's one of the chicken girls, the dance group. And the chicken girls have 4 members introduced in this series. Blonde girl that's running for class president. Um, Another girl that is dating Isaiah, the blockbuster. Okay. And
mhm.
a 4th girl that just comes in to be like, "You need to focus on dance. Get this Lego Mario stuff out." I mean, this is High School Musical level
Classic.
stuff, right? Like, "What are you doing? Get your head in the game. We're playing basketball here, not Lego Mario. Gross." Okay, and that's the chicken girls. Then you have the 2 old school friends, right? Simone's old friends from before she moved
Mhm.
that are a rookie up and coming team, in the Lego Mario competition
Classic.
sphere. And the girl has a lot of animosity towards Simone for abandoning her, plus then starting a team and becoming a competitive.
Yeah, that seems a little rude. That seems bad.
It was. It doesn't. There was no reason for it. It's like you could have just like gone and been like, "Can I join your guys' team?"
Yeah, seriously. Seriously.
There's, there was no, there was no. And then Blockbusters, Eggy, and Isaiah. Yeah. Is there anybody else? I think that's it. Um, Isaiah finds out. So this is where the conflict comes in. Isaiah is dating one of the chicken girls, the tall girl that I was talking about.
You remember
She's
so many of their
I
names.
don't remember any of their names. Uh, Tall girl dating Isaiah, and he was looking through her phone and found in the Notes app a breakup text addressed to him. It's not Isaiah,
Oh.
it's Vince, because I'm flashing back to the note. Vince is his name. I don't know where I got Isaiah from, man.
Yeah, what?
I'm just
Those
gonna
are
go with it.
so
Vince.
different.
Vince is his name. Vince and Eggy. Okay, Vince gets hosed in this series. He finds a breakup note in her notes. Okay. And he's like, I'm sorry, Eggy. I just can't I'm so distracted right now. I think she's cheating on me because the note said something about like there's someone else. And
Is it
and
Mario?
it was Mario the whole time. It was Bowser. Uh I can't. What am I doing with my life? Why did I watch this? Why did I watch this? Okay, so we've established our cast of characters here. Okay, he finds that note and goes, "Sorry, Eggy, I can't. I'm I'm gonna go hang out with my cousin. No, him and Eggy are cousins. I'm gonna go hang out with my brother at the college this weekend." He's like, "But that's the weekend of the Lego Mario, the Lego
The
Super
Super
Mario,
Mario.
of the Lego Super Mario competition." And he's like, "Sorry, Eggy, but unless you can find this other guy and get him to break up with my girl, then I'm not coming." He goes out, and Eggy's like, "Oh, what am I gonna do now? Shoot." Okay, so Eggy then runs into blonde girl who's running for school president, and blonde girl Simone had just convinced blonde girl, "Can we do the competition this weekend?" And blonde girl's like, "I'm a little overwhelmed." This is literally what she says. "I'm a little overwhelmed right now." She's like, "No, come
But if a
on."
cute guy asked me,
Eggy's not a well, I mean, I guess Eggy's a cute guy, but no, no, no. No, she's convinced pretty easily. She's like, "All right, I'll do it." And she's like, "Sweet." She's like, "Yeah, but we've never played before." She's like, "Oh, it's easy." And they start building together, and then they're talking about it, and it straight up just a commercial for it's like zooming in on the Lego pieces, and they're like putting them together and stuff. It's just like a 30-second commercial, a Lego commercial. it,
this sounds painful to watch. I'm
it,
gonna be honest.
you gotta watch it, my guy.
I don't
It's
think I would survive it.
y- yeah. Um. Okay, so blonde girl runs into Eggy. Okay, and they're chicken girls are friends with Eggy, but I guess they didn't like realize that he was big in the Lego Super Mario community. Uh, but he's like, well, not anymore. I'm not going to be in this competition because my cousin's bailing on me. Found out so and so's cheating. Tall girl's cheating on him, and tall girl comes and talks to Eggy, and Eggy's like, "Is there another guy?" And she's like, "No, I'm like I didn't cheat on him. It was just And she's like having a hard time explaining. And he's like, well, if there isn't anything going on here, you should reach out to him. She's like, I've tried, but he hasn't been answering my messages or calls. It's like, well, if you can, please talk to him so that we can get back
Do it
into the
for
competition.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, it zooms in on her and she's like, yeah, I mean, this is like teen soap opera stuff going on here. Eggie runs into Blonde Girl. Blonde Girl has a Lego Princess Peach in her hand. He's like, "You're into Lego Super Mario?" She's like, "As of today, Simone convinced me to do the competition." He's like, "Oh, well, I'm not doing the competition." And she goes, "Oh, what if you become our coach?" And he's like, "I don't know.
Why
That
don't you just
feels a
become
little
part of the team?
That's a little." And she's like, "Come on, please do it for me." And he's like, "Okay. I'll help you guys out." And so he coaches them, and we have a coaching montage with more sets being built. I'm not saying when episodes end, but they all end on like cliffhangery type things and then start back up. And the last episode has a previously on Chicken Girls Forever team. It's so good. It's so good. Oh man. And so then it's like cutting to Simone in the gym with the girl that's like, dance practice should be first. She comes up and goes, "This weekend, such and such dance team is having a competition, and we should go see it. You come with me?" She's like, "Please." "Well, I've got no, you gotta come. You gotta come." And I thought that this was going to be a thing where she was like forced into saying yes. And it was going to be like, "Oh, do I go to the dance competition or Lego Super Mario competition?" But she just straight up says, "I have a Lego Super Mario competition this weekend. Sorry." And then that never comes up again. The other girl just goes by herself, I guess. I don't know.
Reasonable.
Um, I do think that the characters respond in ways that I'm like, wow, that's logical. Not how kids would actually respond. I'm like, that actually resolved that conflict quite easily. Glad they
Maybe you
just
aren't giving children enough credit.
no, they talk not like children. They talk like adults are feeding them a script and there's a gun pointed
That's
at them off
awesome.
screen. Oh, okay. Okay. So where did I leave off here? She's training with the
I
coach.
thought you were just gonna explain what this is about, but you're literally telling me, and
A
that's
play
the
by play.
entire plot.
Yeah. Okay. Well, because I need you to know why Vince was just completely screwed over here. Okay. Vince, tall girl, comes to Vince and explains. She was like, "I don't know. I've just had like rough problems in the past in my relationships, and I just wasn't sure." He's like, "Oh, so you don't want to break up with me?" She's like, "No." And then she hugs him, and you can see her like you can see the confusion. Actually, she does want to break up with him, but she's doing this because she wants him to be in the competition still. You're like, why would you do that? I mean, hey, they're freshmen in high school. They're all hormonal, and she's not like Simone and was able to communicate her thoughts and feelings succinctly, except for the fact that Simone just went and made a new team instead of just joining the other team she was invited onto, and the people gave her the set. She didn't even buy the set. The guy from the other team gave her the Princess Peach set.
It's like $40.
It is. It's like $60, I think. It's expensive. Um, and so then we cut back to coaching, coaching them, and Iggy gets a text from his cousin saying he's back in. He's like, "Oh." But
Wow.
then now we're competition? Dun dun. And that's where the episode ends, like cliffhanger.
Oh no.
Okay. Then old team, cut back to old team, and they see social media posts that Iggy coached this team, and they're like, "Great." The girl's like, "Great. Because of you, Simone's competing with us, and she's going to be better than us because she has the Blockbuster as a coach." And then And then he comes out and says, "I'm going to be in the competition." She's like, "Well, great, double great. Now we're going to have double the competition." Uh,
Was there only going to be one? What is it? Just going to be
I
the
don't know.
blockbusters in the
Yeah.
original team? Like,
I they talk it up like it's going to be this huge competition, and then there ends up being
there's
like
just the 30
10.
of them.
There ends up being like 10 people there total, and
Yeah,
they're
that's
like
a lot.
the judges, and it's just one guy, one teacher. No, it's so funny. So that we have everything coming together in the competition, okay?
Mhm.
And everybody shows up for the day of the competition, and the old friend is like, wow, how dare you, to Simone. And
Understandably.
Simone's like, oh, I did this to try and get close to you. She doesn't say that, but it's like, oh. And then you have Vince and Tall Girl show up, and Vince is like, I'm so ready to win this competition.
And then she breaks up with him.
And he says, I'm gonna synopsize this because I don't remember the exact wording, but he's like, I'm gonna win this competition and expect a big victory kiss at the end. And I laughed so hard. I'm like, what? What? And then she's like, yeah. And he goes, why are you acting so weird? Like, you've been acting weird all weekend. Is what you said not true? Did you actually want to break up with me? And she's like,
Yes.
it's yeah, I have feelings for someone else. I haven't done anything. I haven't cheated or anything. They don't even know. And he's like, and he walks out. He just leaves. Okay. Okay. And then she's like, oh, she comes over to Iggy, and he's like, what are you doing here? He's like, she's like, I'm just here to support my girls because she's one of the chicken girls, right?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
they're like, this would be the opportunity to invite her to be on the team too, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
What if you join as a second coach? Could you? That's what they
She's
decided.
never even done it.
I know. She has no precedence for it. And they're like, we're
Can they
already.
only have 2 people on a team? I'm so confused at
No,
this
they
point.
said it
Why
at
they're doing
least
this.
two. They're like, we're already pushing it with having Aggie on here as a coach, because Aggie is out of the competition, and he never
Again.
addresses it. He never addresses it. He just is like, I'm here as a coach for you guys now. There's no
Again.
acknowledgement of that. Okay. Yeah. And then the competition happens. Okay. And she's doing the Lego Princess Peach. And Simone gets to the end. She's like, "Doot." And the team, uh, blonde school president girl, tall girl, and Aggie are like, what's happening? She's like, I don't know. It's not working. And she is, it's got the little code things. We
Oh,
just showed
no.
those. She is tapping in completely the wrong spot. And they're all like looking like, what's happening? What's going on? Because this is a competition, and getting the most coins. This isn't a thing, by the way. Yeah, there's no like. How would you measure that? It's like whoever has the most Lego sets. What do you mean?
Yeah,
What do
whoever
you
just
mean?
makes the longest.
Well, you have 60 seconds to get the most coins. Like, you get triple
Oh, okay,
coins if you
okay.
do this thing and this thing. I don't know,
Just
man.
spam on the one spot. I feel like
Yeah, yeah, exactly. There's not actually a competition here. But then the time's up, and then the judges go around and they rank the courses, but they also rank you based off how many coins you got. And because she didn't finish the course, she didn't get any coins. And she goes back to the other two. Team Toad wins. Okay. The old friends win. The Lego Super Mario kids, as they were referred to. Oh, you mean the Lego Super Mario kids? That's so stupid. They go back, and the girl goes, Simone, you were about to win. What happened? She goes, I wanted to, but I thought you guys deserved it more.
I'd have
She
punched her in
threw
the face.
she
I would have
threw
punched her in the face.
she threw the competition so that her old friends could win. And they
I'd have
did.
punched her right in
And
the
they were like,
face.
"Wow." No, literally, they go, "Wow, I'm so sorry. I misjudged you. I thought that you were out here to try and compete, but you just wanted to be my friend." Oh, and it's like, "No, I always just wanted to be your friend." What is happening? What?
I would have punched her right in the face for that disrespect.
Aggie and Tall Girl then go or are sitting outside the competition, and Aggie's like, "So you broke up with Vince?" And she's like,
This better not go where.
"Oh, it goes where you think it's going,
Gosh
buddy."
dang it. I forever ago, I was like, "It better not go here." That's horrible. That's
"You broke up with
horrible.
my cousin Vince, huh?" And she's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Well, I'm sad for Vince, but I want you to be happy too." And she's like, "It's you, Aggie."
It's always been you.
It's always been you. It's literally. And he's like, "What?" She's like, I I made a lot of mistakes in the past, but it's always been you and me because they've been friends forever, apparently." She's like, "I'm willing to give it a chance if you are." And he's like, "Yes. Yes, of course." Lego Super Mario competition. Now this? Could this day get any better? And I'm like, "Aggie, what are you doing? Your cousin, man.
Traitor!
You monster." I was like, and he's gone. Vince is gone. He doesn't come back. There's no
Vince
resolution for him.
died.
he,
He
he like transferred schools. He's like, "My girlfriend ditched me for my cousin." Ah, how horrible! I hated that ending for them. But the comments on the video were like, "So glad that Aggie ended up with Tall Girl." I don't remember her name. Tall Girl. They've been they've been a thing since early in the series. So apparently they were a thing previously in Chicken Girls. And it's just coming back. And that's where the series ends. The Chicken Girls come together and they're like, "Wow, what a time we had with this Lego Super Mario competition." And that's the end of the series, man.
wow.
And I laughed and cried from laughing so much while watching this that I can't not recommend it. It is such a funny watch. Why does this exist? Brat TV has achieved something in the, it's so bad that it's good. They are not trying to be bad. Okay? You can tell that they are trying to make something good, but they are integrating brand sponsorships so blatantly that it like hurts to watch. And I think we need more of this. I think this is what we're missing from cinema.
I don't
Brand
think it is.
integration that's so blatantly obvious that it like hurts you to watch. An example I can think of is Olive Garden with Sonic the Hedgehog.
I don't even remember that.
Well, they literally straight up say where we're family, where we're family, Olive Garden, where we're more than just friends, we're family. They say that in the movie. And
I don't remember that.
in the end, the general gives them an Olive Garden gift card. They made it a funny bit, but oh my gosh, it is the most blatant advertising. It's so bad. But watching it to this level, where the whole show is focused around Lego
It's
sets,
first and foremost an ad
it's so funny.
and a show second.
Yeah, and the show and but then okay, it's an ad, right? But then the show part is a teen drama a teen drama series, which doesn't make any this not the target demographic for Lego Mario. It doesn't make any sense at all. While I was watching it, I streamed my reaction to it. Josiah from the Gaming Corner podcast came in and said, "This is like that commercial for Amiibo on Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. Do you remember that?
Nope.
The one where he trains he's like trains up his we watched it in the bad commercials series we did. He trains up his amiibo to beat his brother so that he can win over his brother's girlfriend.
What?
It
I
is
need to watch this again.
Yeah, you do. It has the guy from Stranger Things in it.
Which one?
I haven't seen Stranger Things. I just know that, and you knew that at the time. I've forgotten this. It was such a
I
bad
remember
commercial.
nothing. I remember nothing.
Oh,
that's great.
But it is that, but it like an entire series. It's that quality. So if you've seen that commercial and you want more, then do I have a series for you? It's called Chicken Girls Forever Team. Sponsored by Lego Super Mario. It's the full title. And Micah, I was very curious. So I actually started before we started recording. I started watching Chicken Girls season 11, the first episode.
11, huh?
Yeah, because it has the same cast as Forever Team. I'm like, what happened to these characters?
I assume they literally never mention it ever again.
I bet they're never gonna mention Lego Mario ever again. Oh man, what a time! I did not finish my Lego set, but I got a good chunk here.
You got a house or a store and Nabbit, right? Oh, and Toad.
And Toad.
Ooh, I almost just dropped mine. That would have been unfortunate.
So let me.
This thing is not super stable, so the whole thing probably would have exploded
around here so that I can show it off close up. There it is. Lego Toad with Toad Shop.
Well, that's pretty cool. I like the smoke coming out.
Yeah. It's movable. Oh, unless I break it off. And then, of course, we got your boy Nabbit. Which they really love Nabbit. They like to put Nabbit in things now. I'm gonna have to killer time focusing this again. Well, Micah, I think that's a wrap on this pal topic. I just gave you a full synopsis of this show. I really did not do it justice.
Need to watch it.
No, you need to. You need to. It's only like 20 minutes long. I'd say gather your roommates together and throw this on for a good like B movie night.
Nah.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell them. You need to watch this show. And then you're gonna end up watching
one of them.
You're gonna end up watching all 11 seasons of Chicken Girl. Thank you to everybody who tuned in for this episode. Micah, where can people find Nintendo Pals on the interwebs?
At all the places. Pretty much. There's Twitch, there's YouTube.
But the main spot is YouTube.
The main spot is YouTube. Yeah, I knew that.
And you can also support the show. Yeah. You can also support the show by checking out patreon.com/NintendoPals, where for as little as $1, you can be a part of the craziness that happens here, like Lego sets or what other things have we done with Patreon funds that have been interesting ventures? We've done a lot, and it's all been thanks to our fantastic Patreon supporters, getting to do cool events and travel and stuff like that. So huge shout out and thank you to them. I'm going to give the shout out here from the list. We have Presto the Magnificent from Off the Wah, T-Bone 1494, Nick Lanoy, Fedorable Will, Monkey Thunder, Madison, Purple Riolu, Lava Plays, John Cummins, Lil Miss 7, Seth Sturgill, aka $2 Hero, and LPD, Spider Shan, and last but definitely not least, in fact, the least is
I don't know if that
one
means what you think it means.
the least like the most. It cancels out, right?
I'm not 100% sure.
The host with the most, it's Mute Dog the Gamer. He's last on the list, but first in our hearts. Mute Dog, thank you so much for the support, and thanks to everybody who supports us over on Patreon.com. We really do appreciate it, and it allows us to do like cool, fun projects and side things. Huge shout out and thank you to Roger Pollard who made our logo and our intro music. You can check out more of his stuff by checking out the links in the description. And Micah, with that, let's close out here from you with some wise words of wisdom.
Our weakness doesn't make us weak. Our weakness makes us strong. We had to carry it all these years.
Peace out.